It's all the way up. I'm trying to turn the volume up. Hold on. Hey y'all. Let's see what the tea is today. My hands be hurting because I be working in that warehouse and when I'm at work I use my hands a lot. The repetition type of motion, so but hey, let's see what we can figure out today. We're about to find out. It's 3 times. Hold on, I want to do something. Give me a second. Trade. My hands be rusty and these cards be slippery. I'm so happy I got these cards and they just came in yesterday. And I'm so happy. I finally got some more cards. So I got 2 decks yesterday. I don't know if I have my Cash App in the description box or not, but I guess I'll put it in there if y'all want to donate. We're going to see what the tea is today and what's going on. What Spirit want to say today. You know, who Spirit want to talk to today. I'm the type that if I don't get a card to fall, which is my preferred way, I'll just go ahead and pull, but I prefer that they fall like that. So the first card out the deck said breadcrumbs. Let me turn it around. It's probably backwards, but it's breadcrumbs. That's what it says. Let me read it. Minimal effort, just enough to keep you around. Inconsistent contact. You deserve the whole loaf. Breadcrumbs, okay? I'll try to get a couple more here. Spirit, what will you have to say? Spirit, ancestors, the Most High God, my spirit team of love and light. Do you have anything else at this time? Or is this the only card we are working with? Do you have anything else for us? Hold on. I feel like oh, Spirit want to talk today. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Got another one. It came out in reverse, but it says love bomb, intense attention, big gestures fast, over the top affection, too much too soon, too fake. But it came out in reverse. So here it is upright, but it came out like this. So I'm gonna put it down just like it came out. Do you have another card for us, Spirit? You have? Okay. That's a yes. This is envy watching, silent followers, secretly studying your moves, pretending to care, but always watching. Your glow bothers their shadows. See that? So let me see. Right off the bat, you got breadcrumbs, love bombing in reverse, and then envy watching. So it's probably talking about you. You were the person that was breadcrumbs. But that was after a love bombing situation that you had with somebody where they came on real strong and with a lot of fake love, but you wasn't recognizing it as fake love. You thought that they was really into you. You thought that they really loved and cared for you, but that was the love bombing phase. And most people are familiar with what love bombing is, you know. And they got you to buy into the love bombing so they could breadcrumb you after they felt like they had you hooked. Then we got envy watching here. So somebody is watching you, or you are watching somebody else, and you're envious of what's going on. It says your glow bothers their shadow, so you must be doing good, or either they are and you're the one that's envious. So one or the other. Let's see what else we get. I'm gonna do probably one more. Then we're gonna try to clarify. Safe space came out in reverse. So let me look. See, safe space. And it says, no judgment zone. You can cry, vent, or be weird. Held, heard, and accepted. This is where your soul can exhale, but it's in reverse. So, you were love bombed to be breadcrumbed. Now, they're envious watching you glow up. You used to think that you was in a safe space when they love bombed you, made you feel safe. But the love bombing, you found out that person was fake. That's why love bombing came out in reverse. And safe space is how they made you feel, but it was fake. That's why it came out in reverse. And they're envious now. Obviously, it sounds like you broke up. Because if they're watching you and they're envious, you probably broke up with this person and you're moving on and you're glowing up. And they're mad, watching you mad of your glow up. We're going to see. So I'm going to put these up. And then we're going to clarify. Y'all, hang in there with me now. I'm learning. I had to get things that help me learn how to do this tarot because it is calling me. And I am not about to ignore it. What I feel is something that I should be doing, okay? And I'm hearing a lot of the same things going on that I just picked up. A lot of tarot readers are saying the same thing. It's probably because a lot of this going on with people love bombing other people. They so phony and so fake. There's a lot of trickery out there, a lot of deceit. Because love bombing is deceit. It paints a picture that's not real. It makes you feel like, you know, you want a really loving relationship. So you let your guard down. And then when you let your guard down, you let that person all the way in. That's when the love bombing phase ends because they feel like they got you. And then they start breadcrumbing you, which is just to keep you stuck with them with the hope that, you know, what you felt before is going to come back or it's going to get better. Or some crap like that, you know. String you along, hot, cold. One day they good, the next day they not. Or in the same day, they hot and cold throughout the day. They happy one minute, they mad the other. They angry, they irritated. You ain't did nothing. You can't even ask a question. All right, Spirit. So I'm going to take half this deck and shuffle with it because it's a big deck. And I want to clarify breadcrumbs. Spirit, why breadcrumbs? Let me take half this deck. I'll set this part down. Why breadcrumbs? Do we have anything on breadcrumbs? Spirit? Hold on. These is real slippery. I'll put some lotion on so I can get a little grip. Get a little bit. So, I asked Spirit, why breadcrumbs? Why? See if I can get a card. Spirit, clarify breadcrumbs, please. Can you clarify breadcrumbs? Why is breadcrumbs here? Why is breadcrumbs here, Spirit? Why is that? Why is breadcrumbs here? Try to hold that, y'all. Why is breadcrumbs here? Why is breadcrumbs here? Can I get one card, please? One, just one. I just need one card, please. One. Are we done already? Okay, I'm gonna pull one in a minute. I'll try this one more time. I like for them to fall. And if they don't, then I will pull. Nope. I got one to fall. So to clarify breadcrumbs, we have the Emperor, and it's upright. So let me look at this card. It's kind of dark in here. Breadcrumbs. And then we got the Emperor upright. And for the Emperor's control, security, order, and ambition, power, status, loyalty, the motive for success, achievement, the respect and stability, rule, domination, rational thinking, ambition, caution, get promoted in career. So for breadcrumbs, this is coming from an emperor who was breadcrumbing somebody. When I say emperor, this is a person that it's not in a good way. This is a person that wants to control. Like I said earlier, the love bombing is a form of control and manipulation. So this emperor, even though it's upright, it should be in reverse, but it's upright to let you know that this is the type of person that wanted to have control over you by breadcrumbing you at some point. So really, I asked for clarification for breadcrumbs, and it told me that the emperor is a breadcrumber. That's exactly what I'm getting. So as this story comes together, we got the gist of it. I just want to clarify some of these cards. Spirit, what about love bomb? I almost feel like I know, but I got two cards for love bomb. Let's see. First one is, looks like the death. Let me see. What is this? Oh, my bad. It's not the death. This is a Five of Cups in reverse. Hope, opportunities, rekindle an old love, good news, acceptance, new relationships, restore an old relationship. I know you loss, departure, and sadness in reverse. Let me see. Hope, opportunities, rekindle an old love, good news, acceptance, new relationships, restore an old relationship for love bomb. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Contradictions, arguments, refusal, disharmony, hatred, separation, termination of a partnership, confused relationship, and unrequited love. So for the love bombing, okay. So this person that love bombed you and you realized they was fake, you left. Okay? You left. You thought it was a safe space with this person. They got you to let your guard down. And you figured out that they was love bombing you and everything about them was fake. And you was digging or falling in love or really liking somebody, but it was a mask. You left. You had to leave. That's why they envious and watching you. And this person that was trying to control you presented themselves as an emperor, upright, like they're a good person because that's what you believe them to be, because that's your standard. So they realized what you wanted and they presented themselves as an emperor upright. But they were an emperor in reverse, and you still left after you figured out that they were fake. And then for the love bombing, we got the Five of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse. Excuse me. They gave you hope, originally. That's why they was love bombing. They gave you hope to make you feel like it was going to be something, and they strung you along. That's what this card, this Five of Cups, represent. Okay? You see how that person is in reverse and they looking down at stuff. They made you feel like it was going to be something. But it's a couple of, it's 3 cups on the ground and spilt over. But the back is to the cups that you presented to them. And they knocked all your cups over, honestly, even though this is a 5 of Cups. And then you got the 2 of Cups here, but it's in reverse. And the 2 of Cups is saying that it's contradictions and arguments and refusal, disharmony. This is what happened when you started realizing that this person was fake. Y'all start having problems. You started arguing. They started contradicting themselves. They were lying, trying to get out of it. They like argue with you, argue you down, tell you didn't see what you saw, you didn't hear what you heard. You know, that didn't happen, trying to rewrite how everything happened and everything. Y'all arguing, y'all can't get along no more now. And so you left. That's what you did. I'm going to move these and put these in order the way it's presented to me. And I bet the safe space give me the same thing. Spirit, 1 card for safe space. Goodness. Can we? Yeah. Okay. I guess not. Put that down. What is this? 3 of Cups. Upright. Delight, a joyful occasion, satisfaction, reunion, unite with others, happy times, hobbies, good fortune, playful, hospitable, not lacking awards and ceremony and harvest. That safe space they created all of that for you as an illusion that it was going to be a delightful, a joyous occasion, a joyful occasion. You was going to be satisfied. You're going to be chilling and kicking it with others, with them and their family. You're going to have happy times. Y'all going to do things together. You have good fortune. It's going to be a blast. Y'all going to have fun. You're going to have times where you're taking care of business. And when y'all going to play, you're going to play. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to lack nothing. And it was going to be a bountiful harvest with that person. And y'all was going to get together and be that power couple. And everything was going to be Gucci. That is the illusion that they gave you. And this is the 3 of Cups upright. That's the safe space they created as an illusion to you. They gave you the illusion that everything was good. Old folks say copacetic, but that's not what happened. It was an illusion. So you felt safe until that mask fell off. Oh, Spirit, why is they envy watching? Why is they envy watching the collective? Why is they envy watching the collective? I just need 1 card. Can I get 1 card? I know these cards are slipping. Hold on. I use a lot of lotion because these cards be slippy, super slippy. I've been dropped this whole deck on the floor and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these real quick. And then I'm going to try to see if I can get a card for envy watching. And we're going to be done. Hold on. I'm going to do it one more time. One more. 3rd time's a charm. And then I'm going to see if Spirit going to give me a card. Just 1. For envy watching. I just need 1 card, Spirit, for envy watching. Can I get 1, please? Just 1. Por favor. 1 card for envy watching, and we done. Oh, I got 2. Hold on. Spirit said, how about 2? First card is going to be the 10 of Pentacles upright. And the 4 of Cups upright. So we got the 10 of Pentacles upright. And the 4 of Cups upright. You can see that. And 10 dropped first. So I asked for 1 card for envy watching. Remember envy watching? They're bothered by your glow up. Your glow up bothers their shadows. And the 10 of Pentacles came out, which represents tradition and comfort, wealth, success, safety, stability, responsibilities. What does it say? Lineage, prosperity, salary increase, happiness, legacy, trust, recognition, and prestige. And then we got the 4 of Cups upright that represents silence, distracted, feeling down, depressed, tired, withdrawn, isolated from society, apathy, separated, resentment, bored, introverted, lack of motivation. Okay. So for the envy watching card, you got the 10 of Pentacles, and Pentacles represent abundance. And in this case, it is your wealth or comfort, or your success, your safety, stability, and responsibilities, your prosperity. So the reason they are envy watching you and they're envious is because when you left this person, you glowed up. Envy watching says your glow bothers their shadows. You glowed up. You're doing much better since you left that person. So you're coming into abundance. You're able to handle things. Your wealth is changing for the better. You're having more success in different things that you're doing that you didn't have before. You feel more safe and more stable. That fake safe place that you had before, that you found out was fake, you really got a safe space now without this person. You feel safer since you left this person. Because they had you on edge. They had you upset and irritated and angry. And some of y'all and some of us was fearful when you was with that person. You didn't feel secure. You didn't feel like that person was concerned about your safety. They created a hostile environment for you. But since you left, you don't have a hostile environment. That safe space that you thought you had with that person, you actually have now without that person. You're doing better since you left. And that's what this 10 of Pentacles is representing, is you went and you got what you was missing. You got what you thought you had. The mirage that you was looking at with that person, you realized was fake. And the only way you was going to get what you thought you had with that person, you felt like, some of y'all, that you had to leave. And so that's what you did. And you left and you broke it off. However you did it, because the cards is not telling me if it was drama when you left, or did you leave peacefully? Did you bow out gracefully? It's not telling me none of that. But it is saying that you did leave. That's why this person is envious, and that they're hating on your glow up, because you are now doing much better without them, and that bothers them because that makes them feel like they was the problem. They're starting to realize that they were the ones holding you back. And even if they don't, you realize that because you had to get out here, some of y'all on a wing and a prayer, to get away from this person and start doing better than you was doing before when you was with that person. The support and the love and the environment that you thought you was in, that was a good environment, you realized was not. And you wasn't getting nowhere. They were holding you back. So you left. You wasn't getting nowhere. You wasn't getting the love that you was giving and they were taking. That's what they were doing. And, you know, it be like that sometimes. You be thinking that you found the one, you know, it's the one, and it's not the one. It's the one that's going to bring you down, it's going to drag you down. When you get with somebody, you're supposed to be doing better. Y'all supposed to be a team. Y'all supposed to be working together. And if you pour yourself in a relationship with somebody, they can't be working against you. Because then they're not your partner. They're not your person if they're working against you. If they're sabotaging everything that you do, no matter how big or how small it is, if they're sabotaging it or trying to sabotage it, that's not your person. If they're not happy about your little achievements that, you know, you sharing with that person and they're not happy about it, they got something to say that's negative about it, you know, you can tell, you get that vibe that it's a fake vibe from them, that they're faking like they're happy for you, but they really not. That's not your person. Your person gonna be the one that's gonna cheer you on from the smallest accomplishments to the big ones. They're not gonna be no hater. So you got the 10 of Pentacles coming out for envy watching. Oh, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me get it. So you got the envy watching card with the 10 of Pentacles that came out. They're envious because you are glowing up. You are doing better. It may not be leaps and bounds for everybody, but you're doing better than you was when you was with this person. And then you've got the 4 of Cups that came out as well to clarify the envy card. So this person, according to this card, it's the 4 of Cups upright, is saying that they're silenced, they're distracted, they're feeling down, they're depressed, they're tired, they're withdrawn, they're isolated from society. They're separated, they have resentment, they're bored, introverted, and lack of motivation. So because you left, this is what happened to that person. You left and took your energy, your good energy with you. You took your sunshine with you. This is crazy because this came out yesterday and I was just doing a spread. I wasn't recording. It's almost the same thing, just different cards. But when you left, everything that you brought with you that came with your energy, you took it with you when you left. And when you did that, Spirit, God, ancestors, the Most High, whoever you ascribe to, opened the floodgates and you started to get back on your feet and do much better than you was doing when you was with that person. So the Most High wanted to show you were able to do it without them. You didn't really need this person. You thought you needed them. And no doubt, and as I'm saying that, they probably told you they needed you. But they never could probably explain to you how they needed you. If you ever ask how, they just cannot explain that to you. Probably because they only needed you to benefit them, however they could get a benefit out of you. And when you say you need somebody, you're not like that. You're not looking to use nobody to see what you can get out of them. It's a different type of need that you were looking for from this person. And you thought you had it. They created a mirage based on lies and manipulation and love bombing. And when they thought they had you, they breadcrumbed you. Hot today, cold tomorrow, switching up throughout the day. Now you see me, now you don't. Here I love you, here I don't. Just back and forth, creating a toxic tie with you, where it took you a minute probably before you left. And when you finally did, that safe space you used to think you had with that person, you created for yourself. So you starting from the bottom. But Spirit said, because you put yourself first over this person, I'm going to open the floodgates for you. And everything that you didn't get, that you thought you had with this person, you about to get that. That's what this 10 of Pentacles is. It's on the way if it ain't already there already. Your blessings is there. Your success is there. And the different things and ventures that you're going out doing. The Most High is blessing you to be able to do that and it to be a success. You've been given the power to get wealth. But it was held up as long as you was with that person. Your brain was all foggy when you was with that person. You couldn't even think straight. And your ideas wasn't flowing like they used to flow once you got with this person. They tried to shut you down. Do you understand? They tried to shut you down. They tried to shut you down. But since you left, the fog is lifted. Your ideas is flowing. Business ideas is popping. Even if it's small, it's popping. You're being successful on your job. Things is looking up. And everything connected to that person that was tied to them, you cut it. You meditating more. You taking care of yourself. You eating better. For health reasons. That's what you're doing. So for the 10 of Pentacles, the Most High is blessing you because you chose yourself. And then you got the 4 of Cups here that's telling you how this person feels since you left. I'm going to read it one more time and we're done. Since you left and took your good energy away, since you chose yourself, That person is sitting in silence. They are distracted. They can't even focus on what they need to focus on. Why? Because they envy and still watching you. So they're sitting in silence. They distraught. They feeling down. They depressed. They tired. They withdrawn. They isolated from society. They separated. They got resentment. They bored. They don't have no stimulation, no motivation. Nothing catches their attention anymore. Nothing looks good to them anymore. They kind of want to stay in the house. They try going out and they just don't feel the same no more. You know, they don't have your energy to feed on no more. So they got some resentment because they was feeding off of your energy and was, you probably don't want to hear this, was being blessed because of the anointing that was on you, that good energy. So this seems like a person that if they don't have somebody with good energy that they could feed off of or could use or manipulate, that they're not a happy person on their own. It almost gives me can't be by themselves. And the fact that they need to do that, we call them energy vampires if they feel like they got to be around somebody all the time that's of high vibration with good energy. Means that they're the opposite. So they're looking for somebody to feed off of so they can wear that energy. And you was that person until you woke up. Peace, blessings, and we'll talk later.